go through the lighting processes with Dan and Jen, and let's fire it up and see how well it performs. I'm just going to demonstrate how airtight this stove is. So I've just got some newspaper in there. Alright, so this is basically how airtight it can be if you shut this down too much. I've marked it there for you, but we've just got newspaper here. Now if I do shut the controls down completely, this is what happens. See all the condensation immediately building up over here, and then that's, if you shut that down too much, that's what's going to blacken your glass.
Yeah, that's what blackens it.
Yeah, that's right. So that's actually
put it out.
Put the newspaper out. Okay, that's how control.
The next lever.
Alright, so that is very, very airtight. Okay, so we'll just open it up again and let that clear. Really, it's condensation at the moment because it's the first time we've lit the stove. Okay, so there you go. It actually is that airtight. You put out the paper. So a bit of newspaper and then some nice peeling laid in a crisscross. Like so, and then some starting wood. You've got some wood here that you've already had on the old fire, which is already nice and tenderized. So we're initially going to start with fire, like I say, with the door slightly ajar and all the controls open. So obviously the fire's quite new, so you need to temper it really and aerate the room so that all the smell from the new stove burns off. It's probably going to set the smoke alarm off. So actually what we'll do now is we'll take that down and put that out in fresh air. You'll see how nicely that lights. It's quite nice, isn't it? Again, given the, it depends on the draft and on how good the chimney drawer is, but you might not always need to have the door wide open. You might have enough draft to light it just with the air controls. But what it tends to do, if you open the door, it tends to keep the glass nice and clean. If you should have some wood in there that's going to grip a bit of dirt. So then all the air is coming around the glass, so the glass doesn't blacken over at all. But of course you can see it roaring away there, so you might think, oh, that's a bit too much, so I'll just slightly close it down a bit. But with the wood, you don't want to empty it out too much actually, you just want to leave a bed of ash in there. Maybe clear a little hole in the middle when you first light up so the air goes through, but you don't need to empty it right out. So that's burning there nicely. And start adding now, even as quickly as that, we can start adding some starting wood or some in-betweeners. So the gloves you get are, so you open the door slowly, that's the initial stage, and then it's good enough to, strong enough you can put your hand right in there. The gloves, like welding gloves really.
That's clever, isn't it?
Okay. Again, and we'll leave the door open just ajar, just to fire it right up. I'm going to keep an eye on it though when you first lighten it, obviously, because you don't want it to roar away to the point where everything is red hot and you can start melting things on it. Just pulling away nicely. So you've marked your slider there, so you know how far not to push it in too much. But just as a quick demonstration, as quick as that.
Goes out as quick as that.
Okay, and now pulled out the air wash, you can see it spinning back over. Now, okay. This is a warning, you should never try this at home. I do this only for demonstration purposes, and if you notice I didn't let the flame extinguish. If you do shut down the air vents for too long a period, there could be unburnt gases within the firebox, which could then explode when you introduce air into the chamber. So please don't try this at home. But that's how controllable it is, and how you can, once it's alight, control it and be very efficient with wood.
It's fantastic.
Okay, so we're going to let this burn
in all night.
Yes, if you burn smokeless fuel.
Yeah.
But you'll probably find that this will light and give you so much heat quickly
You won't want
that
it.
you won't want it overnight. And you know, within 20 minutes, you'll be
You've got a fire.
got a fire and you'll be warm
Yeah.
and it'll be controllable. And we'll give it a good 10-15 minutes to blaze away. There you go. So that's been burning now for a good 10 minutes or so. Now we'll put on some decent sized logs. Again, we're just going to open the door up slowly initially because we're not really up to temperature yet. Settle the wood down a bit, you know. Put it back down on the bed. Now we can add a couple more logs, nice and gently. The gloves will take it. And that's our third stage really, that's our third feed for the fire. And I'm still going to leave the door open, just for maybe a couple of minutes now really, just to ignite those larger bits of wood. Alright, and if it gets a bit too carried away then obviously we'll shut it all down. But at the moment we'll leave it all open to basically heat the stove and warm the whole chimney. So we'll leave that to fire up and come back to it. Now I'm going to start, because the stove's quite, you know, it's brand new, so we don't want to overdo it. So now I'm going to shut the door. As you can see, it's still ripping away. And now I'm going to shut the air vent on the door here. Just shut it and then back it off half a turn. Okay? You can still see that it's pulling there nicely, and basically now the whole fabric of the stove is heated up to temperature. So now I can start pushing this one in and slowing down the burn process now that we've ignited all the fuel and got everything up to speed. Okay? But like I say, you don't want to go too far, and then
Just
put that marker on there. If you put it down to that mark, and the beauty is as well that even if the stove's been going for a couple of hours, if you've backed that control off just a tad, you can actually go and touch it because it will be cold, even though the stove is red hot, because it's taking air past it.
Oh, they look nice.
Now you'll see that you've got all this lovely red embers going on, and now it's starting to. That's when that fuel in there is going to last you a good couple of hours now.
Lovely.
All right.
Impressive.
Fantastic.
So we'll leave it like that now.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, just want to take things nice and easy for now. There you go. That's the full install there. And finally, we're just going to remove the fire basket because that's far too close there.
That's it. That's right.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
like that.
that's it. So that's a safe installation now, and you can carry on enjoying the stove.